Guys, before we start the video, did you know that you can be more than just a subscriber? Yes, be a member of the channel, click on the join button, and become a Saiyan for less than $5. I'm counting on you.
もっと修行して強くなれ。俺はその強さをもう一歩超えてみせ。
Currently, it is possible to see that Zeno is the strongest being in all the universes, but that day he was very bored, so he decided to call a person to play with him. Zeno calls out. High Priest speaks Zeno-sama to the strongest angel who was responsible for him. Daishinkan replies, "What do you wish, sir?" said the angel looking at Zeno. Zeno says, "I'm bored, so can you call Son Goku to play with me?" asked Zeno to the High Priest. Daishinkan replies, "Sure." "Wait a minute," said the angel, concentrating and teleports with Zeno to the place where Goku is. The same when he got there, nothing was understood. Zeno, happy to see his friend, says, "Goku." Zeno said, flying towards the Scion, that the moment he saw he understood why he was there. He soon took Zeno as if he were a child. Then Goku says, "Hi Zeno-sama," said the Scion looking down. Zeno replies, "Goku, let's play," asked Zeno while looking at Scion. Goku replies, "Sure, let's go," said the Scion as he and Zeno started to run. That way it was the day of the two together, and Goku and Zeno played everything like police and thief and hide and seek and several other games. And of course, during the games Zeno used some of his powers like cloning to look for Goku, teleport to catch him on the pike. Other than that, the two played to change their clothes, where Goku used Zeno's clothes and Zeno used Goku's clothes, something that the two found very strange, but the two really enjoyed this game. Daishinkan, looking at all that, says, "It's been a long time since I've seen the Zenos as excited as today," said the High Priest while looking at Zeno and Goku, who were running around while wearing each other's clothes. And that's how Zeno and Goku spent the whole day playing with each other. It had been about a month since Zeno and Goku were playing all day. It was currently possible to see Zeno floating around until he had an idea. Zeno spoke. High Priest called to Zeno-sama. Daishinkan said, "What do you want, Zeno-sama?" said the High Priest while making a brief reference to Zeno-sama. Zeno said, "I have an idea. I want to go to Universe 7 and play with Goku on Earth." Zeno-sama spoke to the High Priest, who was a little surprised, but then gave a smile to Zeno-sama. Daishinkan asked, "But why do you want to play with Son Goku?" asked the angel to Zeno-sama. Zeno said, "Simple. Since the day of the Tournament of Power, I have nothing to do, and this is something very annoying," complained Zeno-sama to the High Priest, "so I want to go down to Earth to play with Goku and see how strong he is." He was spoken. Both Zenos excited and looking forward to playing around and seeing Son Goku's new power level. Daishinkan said, "If this is what you want, Zeno-sama," said the High Priest before sending a message to his son Whis, the angel of Universe 7. Zeno said happily, "Yay. So let's go," said Zeno-sama before his two guards appeared at his side. Then Zeno took the hands of each of the guards, and soon they were all teleported to Universe 7's planet Earth. In the 7th universe, currently on Earth, it was possible to see Goku and Vegeta training, both in their base forms, on an island far away from civilization, and not far away was Beerus and Whis sitting while eating several different foods from savory to sweet, until Whis notices his staff glowing, showing that he had an unread message. Whis thought, "A message from my father? I wonder what happened," thought the angel before reading what his father Daishinkan sent him. Beerus spoke. What was Whis is filled by some case. The god of destruction of Universe 7 spoke to the angel. Whis said, "It's just that my father sent me a warning that soon he and Zeno-sama arrived on land," said the angel, making Beerus turn white as paper and very scared. Beerus said, "Zeno-sama here in Universe 7? But what does he want here?" asked the god of destruction to his angel and master. Whis said, "Apparently, Zeno-sama was bored, so he asked my father to bring him to Earth for him to play with Lord Goku," said the angel with a smile on his face as he pointed to the Scion, who was still fighting Vegeta, but now both in their divine forms. Beerus thought, "The Goku? Soon this idiot, I hope he doesn't do something too stupid or else we'll all die, thought the god of destruction, afraid of being destroyed while looking at Saiyan's son Goku. It didn't take long for a large beam of energy to appear from the skies and reveal Zeno-sama, who was accompanied by his 2 bodyguards and the high priest. Soon Goku and Vegeta, who were still fighting, stopped immediately, and the 2 flew to the shore and both returned to their normal forms. Goku said, "Zeno-sama, what are you doing here on Earth?" Saiyan asked Zeno-sama. Zeno said, "I came here to play with you like that day, and I also came to try the foods of the earth and see how strong you are currently." Zeno-sama spoke happily as he flew around Goku. Goku said, "Atta, well then let's eat. After all this training made me very hungry," said the Saiyan as he took Zeno-sama to one of the tables in the place. Vegeta thought, "He treats a being stronger than a god of destruction as if he were a mere child." The Prince of the Saiyajins thought as he looked at Goku and Zeno-sama. Beerus said, "If Zeno-sama wants to eat, then he can eat whatever you want," said the god of destruction, trembling before the presence of Zeno-sama and his guards who were sitting at the table next to Zeno. Goku said, "Bulma, you can make more food for us to eat," said the Saiyan to his light blue-haired friend. Bulma said, "Sure. Do you have any preferences?" The woman asked her friend and Zeno-sama. Goku said, "A little bit of everything," said the Saiyan to the woman, who wasn't too surprised by her childhood friend's answer. Bulama said, "Well, I already expected that from you," said the woman while sighing and looking at Goku, who was scratching the back of his head. It didn't take long for all the dishes to be ready, and soon everyone ate. Zeno-sama and Daishinkin were the ones who were most surprised by the taste of the food. Zeno said, "Wow, this food is really delicious." Zeno-sama spoke as he put another forkful of bolognese noodles in his mouth. Daishinkin said, "I must agree with Zeno-sama. This is really very delicious," said the high priest as he looked at his son eating at another table along with Beerus, who ate while looking at Zeno-sama. Whis said, "The food here on Earth is really divine, but the best are the desserts like the brigadiers, ice cream, and the most delicious of all, the strawberry cake," said the angel, almost drooling thinking about the strawberry cake that Bulma knows how to make. Bulma said, "Since you like my cake so much, you can eat Whis," said the woman, putting a strawberry cake in front of Whis and another in front of Zeno-sama. Whis said, "Oh, how I love you, Bulma," said the angel before starting to eat his strawberry cake with Beerus. "It's very tasty," said the angel after eating the first piece of cake. Zeno said, "This is very tasty," said while eating a piece of cake. Soon everyone ate as much as possible, like Goku, who ate quickly so he could play with Zeno and then go back to training with Vegeta. After Goku and Zeno finished eating, they both start playing together like they did before, like hide and seek, jump rope, and fly together. After an afternoon full of pranks, Goku and Zeno are sitting on the beach until Zeno has an idea. Zeno said, "Goku, your power level was impressive during the power tournament, and especially after you managed to use Ultra Instinct's power, so I'd like to see how strong you are against that other Saiyan." Zeno-sama said to Goku while pointing at Vegeta. Goku said, "Do you want me to fight Vegeta to show my current level of power?" Saiyan asked Zeno. Zeno said, "Yes, I want to see how strong you have become since the Tournament of Power, and especially how great your mastery over Ultra Instinct is," Zeno said excitedly while looking at Goku, who smiles and gets up and goes towards Vegeta. Goku says, "Vegeta, Zeno-sama wants to see how strong I am currently, so he asked you and I to fight each other," said the Saiyan with a smile on his face to the Prince of Saiyajins. Vegeta said, "So Zeno-sama wants me to face you?" "Of course, I don't see the slightest problem," the Prince of Saiyajins spoke to Goku. Then both Saiyajins were flying over the water, and soon the fight between the two begins. Vegeta and the one who makes the first move, trying to hit a right hook on Goku, who using his speed manages to dodge the attack. Goku, seeing that Vegeta was with his guard down, tried to land a punch on Vegeta, but that was something Vegeta had already expected. Then he uses his arm to defend himself from Goku's attack, and then he tries to punch Goku, who does the same thing. Because of the blow, a great wind is created. Soon the two separate and transform into their Super Saiyan 1 forms, and soon they advance on top of each other, and soon a shower of blows is created when the two try to hit each other. Seeing that direct combat wouldn't work, Vegeta walks away and prepares several key blows and throws at Goku, who is jumping from one side to the other to dodge the attack, and the ones he didn't dodge he defended. Goku, seeing that it would not go anywhere, he uses his teleport and appears on top of Vegeta, hitting him with both closed fists, causing the Prince of Saiyajins to be thrown to the bottom of the sea. Soon the waters start to get strange until he reveals Vegeta in his Super Saiyan blue form. Goku, seeing this, does the same thing. Soon the two disappear and reappear in front of each other and soon begin to attack each other, and Vegeta was at first beating Goku until Vegeta couldn't land any more blows from Vegeta, who realizes that now Goku was using Ultra Instinct in his form. Foreboding, Goku, now tired of dodging, begins to land several blows on Vegeta and then kick Vegeta, making him cross a mountain that was near the island where Zeno and the rest of the staff were watching the fight between the two. Zeno once said, "How amazing, Goku is much stronger than before," said Zeno-sama while looking at the fight between Goku and Vegeta. Zeno too said, "That other Saiyan Vegeta is also much stronger than before in his new form," said the other Zeno-sama while watching the Saiyans fight. Vegeta said, "Now I'm going with everything Kakaroto," said the Prince of Saiyans as the mountain he was on starts to disappear until a large amount of ki emerged and Vegeta was now using his superior ego transformation. Goku said, "Then come with everything Vegeta," said the Saiyan, raising his ki and transforming into his full Ultra Instinct form. Soon Vegeta and Goku in their maximum transformations advance towards each other. The moment the two clash, their attacks ends up making all the water around them rise to the skies. The two begin to attack each other with everything. Every punch they collide with generated cracks in the earth and made the previously cloudy sky open up because of the pressure of the wind. And so the fight between the two Saiyans lasts until Vegeta can no longer hit Goku, who using his incredible speed started to hit Vegeta all over the place. Sides until Vegeta is defeated by Goku. Goku said, "Wow, this fight was a really cool training. We should do it again someday," Vegeta said, the Saiyan who was a little injured by the fight between them. Vegeta said, "Don't think you're the strongest, Kakaroto. I'll train even more and I'll defeat you," said the Prince of the Saiyans, also hurt because of the fight against Goku, who just laughs when he heard what Vegeta said. Zeno once said, "Goku, that was really cool," said Zeno-sama to the Saiyan while looking at him with stars in his eyes. Zeno too said, "Yes, very cool, but I have another idea. How about you fight an angel to see how strong you are compared to an angel," said Zeno-sama, leaving everyone in the place surprised and shocked, especially Whis. Whis said, "No, an angel fighting a mortal or even trying to interfere and a clear violation of our rules. If that happens, the angel will be killed automatically," Whis said to Zeno-sama, who got a little angry as they were disobeying. Zeno too said, "If you don't do what I say, I'll destroy Universe 7," said Zeno-sama, making everyone afraid of this happening, especially Beerus, who started to break a cold sweat at the thought of being erased like in the Tournament of Power. Beerus said, "Whis, if you don't fight, we will all die," speaks the god of destruction in fear of death. Whis spoke, "And if I fight, I will be erased, so either you or me," said the angel while looking at Beerus, who was very scared.
Guys, sorry to interrupt this epic story, but I have a message for those of you who aren't yet sponsors of the channel. Did you know that your name can appear here in the videos as a thank you? In addition, you can have access to all the exclusive photos of the channel's characters to download, and you will also have access to the advanced videos. In addition, you can choose a unique story that will be turned into a video for everyone to watch, so subscribe to my Patreon link in the comments. Well, let's get back to the story.
Goku said, "Zeno-sama, please don't destroy my universe. Whis can't fight because of this restriction, so if he didn't have, then we could fight each other," Saiyan said to Zeno-sama, who had an idea and then looked at the High Priest. Zeno once said, "If we remove this restriction, he will be able to fight Goku," so High Priest removed the restriction from Universe 7. Angel Zeno-sama spoke in an authoritative tone to Daishinkan. Daishinkan spoke, "As you wish, Zeno-sama," said the High Priest before pointing his finger at Whis, who soon felt as if something was holding him back before now it was. "I removed your restraint, my son. Now you can fight again." Truth against Sim Goku, the angel spoke to his son. Whis said, "I only fight after eating something very tasty," said the angel to his father and Zeno-sama, and the rest of the group were scared as he was going against Zeno-sama's wishes. Vegeta thought, "He's already eaten everything here, so he doesn't have anything that's very tasty for him. Wait, I know something he's going to like a lot," the Prince of Saiyans thought before running towards a house in that island and come back with a pot of noodles that Bulma recognized right away. Bulma thought, "Instant noodles." Woman wondered as she watched her husband handing the noodles to Whis, who ate it quickly. Whis said, "Delicious, so now we can fight Mr. Goku," said the angel in front of the Saiyan, who couldn't contain his excitement to fight Whis. Daishinkan said,
"How did you get out of that seal?"
The High Priest asked the mysterious angel who was in front of him seriously. Then the mysterious angel replies,
"It wasn't very difficult after you used the Super Dragon Balls to bring all the universes back. At that moment it turned out that your seal was very weak. So me and Mom, along with the rest of my brothers, managed to do it, free us from that prison. But they were all too weak as they used all our power to break the seal.
The mysterious angel spoke while looking at his father, but Whis, hearing about his mother and brothers, ended up manifesting. Then Whis says,
"Our mother, but that's impossible, she was erased hundreds of years ago."
Screamed Whis to his brother, but mysterious angel responds Whis saying the following.
You really don't know one bit of the true story of how our mother was erased from existence, so are you going to tell it or I'll tell father?
The mysterious angel asked his father, who said nothing. Mysterious angel continues saying,
My name is Khan, the angel who was responsible for Universe 7.
Said the angel now named Khan. When he said that, everyone in the place was in shock. Everyone thought, what do you mean he is the angel responsible for our Universe 7? And that moment everyone present at the place couldn't believe what they had just heard. Whis said,
"How so? I am the angel responsible for Universe 7 since its creation."
Whis said while looking at his brother. Khan replies,
You are responsible for this 7 universe. Before there was this 7 universe, there was another one, and in this one I was responsible. So I hope our father tells the whole truth, or I will have to talk about this is about our mother.
Said the angel while looking at his father, who had a very serious face. Khan spoke.
Hundreds of years ago, there were 13 universes in total. At that time in the angels, we didn't have any non-interference rule, and we could even kill ourselves if necessary.
Said the angel, making everyone in the place, including Zeno, be surprised. Khan said,
At that time, we all lived in harmony and happy, until one day the old god of destruction was defeated and killed by a new god of destruction. When I saw that, I was very sad, but I had nothing to do. The rules were like that, but this new god of destruction was arrogant and boastful, and me seeing that, I was very angry for what he had done in killing and humiliating the old god of destruction. So I decided to take my anger out and killed him.
Speaks the angel, now very much raged. Khan said,
The result, and of course I had to kill him. When I said that to our mother, she understood why I killed him, but when our father found out, he said that I did something unforgivable and decided to erase me. But our mother didn't let it, and she fought against our father. The result was, of course, he defeated her and erased our mother. So all the angels decided to revolt and defeat our father, but we were all defeated. So it ended up that we were erased.
Said the angel, making Whis cry for knowing that his mother could be dead, but Whis felt anger for what his father did. Daishinkan said,
But in the end, I never erased any of them. Thanks to their mother, all the angels that were erased were sent to another dimension, where I created a seal that would prevent any of them from leaving. After that, I erased all the planets of the earth. 13 universe that became the prison of all the angels that were erased.
Said the high priest quietly to everyone in the place. Whis said,
So does that mean that all my brothers, sisters, and my mother were locked up for hundreds of years just because you thought it was wrong for my brother to kill a god of destruction?
Asked Whis, already angry at his father. Khan said,
You understand me, brother. I'm glad to know that, but now I have to finish my mission, which is to avenge all my brothers who were sealed because of you, father.
Said the angel while looking at his father, who already understood what would happen. Zeno 1 asks,
Will the high priest fight against his son?
Asked Zeno 1 to Zeno 2. Zeno 2 says,
Awesome, I thought Goku's fight against this universe's Angel Whis would be cool, but this new fight is going to be super cool.
Said Zeno-sama, excited to see the fight. Khan, already tired of all that, advances at high speed towards his father. Daishinkan, seeing this, assumes a more serious expression, and soon he advances towards his son. The moment the Daishinkan and Khan exchanged their first blow, the pressure of the wind was so intense that it ended up making the clouds in the sky disappear as if they had never existed. Each blow was so intense that it made everything around him destroy. If not Whis, who was creating a barrier, probably Bulma and the others with low fighting power would have been killed by the large amount of divine ki in the place. Zeno 1 said,
How amazing, with every punch they make the earth is destroyed.
Spoken Zeno-sama, impressed with the fight. Zeno 2 said,
It's amazing, so this is the power of the great priest when he fights, but is he really fighting?
Asked Zeno-sama, who wanted to see the full power and potential of the high priest. Guard 1 thought,
It's been a long time since we've seen the great priest fight seriously.
Thought one of Zeno-sama's guards, who was on Zeno-sama's left side, while another guard made a barrier to protect the two Zeno. Guard 2 said,
Is this the power of the original Universe 7 angel? I must say that such fighting power is impressive. He and the others must have trained a lot to stay at that level.
Thought the other guard, who was on Zeno's right side, and how much help making the barrier to protect Zeno. Both guards thought,
But if I remember correctly, he was the weakest among the angels at that time, so the others must be much more powerful than ever.
Thought both of Zeno-sama's guards as they looked at the fight between father and son. And in this Daishinkan fight against his son Khan, both were facing each other for real. Khan was already getting breathless from the fight. Daishinkan was still normal without a drop of sweat on his face. Khan said,
"It seems that now it's time for me to go with everything I have,"
said the angel, raising his ki to the maximum, making a small universe under himself. Then a white aura is around his body. Goku, who was looking, that knew what power was that. Goku said,
"This is Ultra Instinct,"
said the Saiyan, seeing Khan with a white aura around his body. Vegeta said,
"His Ultra Instinct seems many times better than Kakaroto's, and the energy he releases is much more intense,"
said the Prince of Saiyans as he watched the fight between the two angels. Khan, now with the power of Ultra Instinct, advances with everything towards Daishinkan, and he ends up hitting his father's face, making him fly away. Daishinkan, already tired of playing with his son, he decided to fight more seriously and end with all that fun. Nervous Daishinkan said,
Enough of this joke. Khan, I'll just give a warning, give up this fight and I won't have to erase you, but this time it's for real,
warned the high priest seriously to his son, who didn't care what his father said. Khan replies,
"I won't give up the hundreds of years I trained to face you. I won't give up,"
said the angel, already preparing to continue the fight. Daishinkan said,
"So you chose your own death by my hands, so be it, my son Khan,"
said the high priest, before raising his ki further and teleporting in front of his son, punching his face, doing the same, fly away. Before Khan could do anything, Daishinkan appeared on his back and kicked him. Daishinkan started teleporting several times and attacking Khan. Because of the rain of attacks, Khan couldn't even breathe. Daishinkan said,
"It ends now, my son Khan,"
said the high priest, making a very big ki attack. Whis said,
"Father, are you really going to kill your own son?"
asked the angel to his father, who didn't even pay attention to his son's words. Daishinkan replies,
"He's not my son,"
said the high priest, throwing the ki attack on Khan, who couldn't escape the attack and was hit full on. Because of the big explosion, it ended up generating a lot of smoke. Daishinkan, seeing that, was sure that Khan was dead, but that's not what happened. When the smoke disappeared, it was possible to see another angel in the place. In fact, it was two very similar angels, with Khan, who was finally being held by his sister. Khan's mysterious sister spoke.
"My dear brother Khan, I just told you that you weren't ready to fight our father yet, but still you were amazing."
Khan's sister spoke with a smile before Khan fainted from exhaustion from the fight against your father. Mysterious sister said,
"Well, I'm sorry, but now I'll have to leave. But wait for us, Dad, because we're going to leave for today. But we're going to come back and we're going to defeat him, so bye-bye," said
the angel woman, creating a portal and disappearing. Daishinkan thought,
"Apparently, I will have to fight them again in the future,"
thought the angel before flying to Zeno-sama to see if everything was okay.
In a distant location, Khan was with and the mysterious Anja, and it was possible to see the mysterious Anja carrying Khan, who had his arm over his shoulders. Then it was possible to see the Anja entering a type of temple that was inside a giant tree, and then both enter the temple, and the Anja takes his brother into a room and leaves him lying on the bed and sits in a chair next to the bed. So that's the mysterious Anja looked while waiting for her younger brother to wake up, and in a few hours Khan was finally waking up, and soon he sat on his bed while facing his older sister. Khan said, "Thank you so much for saving me, my dear sister Monica," said the angel while looking at his sister, who gave him a smile. The mysterious angel called Monica, saying, "My dear little brother Khan, I know you want revenge on our father just like our mother and our brothers did. But even though you are the one who has the best physical condition among us angels, you still are the weakest," Anja, Monica said, looking at her brother, who was now awake even though he was very injured. Khan replies, "Yeah, I know I'm the weakest among the ancient angels, but all angels are too weak for having spent a lot of their powers to completely break that damn seal," said Angel Khan seriously to his sister, who was very angry as he remembers the time he and his brothers were sealed away in the 13th universe for hundreds of years. Monica says, "I know, I understand that you want revenge, and revenge on our brothers, but even so you are not ready to face our father yet. But there is a way that you can defeat our father," Monica said, making Khan look to her surprised and confused by what she said. Khan asks, "What do you mean, my sister?" said the angel, getting up and facing his sister. Monica says, "Well, maybe you know about the ritual that turns a Saiyan into a god, and it takes 6 Saiyans with pure hearts. 5 of them will pass their energy to another Saiyan who will become a god. This transformation being called a Super Saiyan god," told Monica to her brother, who was paying too much attention to his older sister. Khan said, "Yes, I already know that, and if I remember correctly, Yamoshi was the first Saiyan to become a god. But what does that have to do with us angels? Khan asked his older sister. Monica then responds, "Simple, my dear little brother. We the angels can do something similar. Being that we can donate our powers to another angel temporarily, and with that power, you can face our father and maybe kill him." Angel Monica spoke with a smile on her face, and upon hearing this information, Khan was very surprised and happy to know that there is a chance to defeat his Daishin Khan father. Khan said, "Is that what we are waiting for? To start the ritual?" asked the euphoric angel while looking at his sister. Monica said, "Now is not the time. You have to recover, and the brothers who will be part of the ritual are getting ready. So until then, recover, and then we will have our revenge against our dear father." Anja said, Monica while having some laughs. Haha.
Guys, we've reached the end of another story here on the channel. Do you want to see the continuation? Click on the subscribe button and next to it there is the join button. Click to become a member. Bye.